Chapter 14 Shri Gurudev Datta Parabrahmane Namaha. Ruling by nefarious king, confirmation of boon to a devotee. Shri Guruji was immensely pleased by Siam Deva's worship, treatment and devotion, blessed him that all persons from his clan shall be the devotees of Shri Guru. Siam Deva saluted before the lotus feet of Shri Guruji and expressed his earnest wish in a merciful manner this way: O Gurudev, the great refuge of the universe, since last 1 year I am in the service of one wretched, irreligious king of alien race. Every year he slays persons from Brahman community and seeks immense pleasure in doing so. He has engaged myself in the name of his royal service, but actually he has planned to make me the victim of his game. Therefore, it is my turn now to become his victim. When I return to him, certainly he is going to annihilate me. O Guruji, please save me from the ensuing disaster. However, today to my good fortune, I have had your vision. Hence, I am free from the fear of death. I am sure henceforth I will not be slain by the king. I am safe now under your shelter. Thus Siam Deva spoke to Shri Guruji with folded hands. Then Shri Guruji laid his boon conferring hand on Siam Deva's head and blessed thus: Siam Deva, shun your worries now. Be free from anxiety. Now you shall return to the king without an iota of fear. Just at your side, he will have a feeling of affection and respect towards you. Let alone slaying you, he will soon send you back to me joyfully and affectionately. I shall be staying here till you come back safely. I shall leave this place only after your return. Since you happen to be a real devotee of Guru, you shall not be overcast by trouble any more. Do not have any fear in your mind. Siam Deva, who was blessed with abounding grace by Shri Guruji, mustering a lot of courage, proceeded towards the king. Throughout the journey, he was incessantly engaged in the remembrance of his Guru. He went to the king's place without any fear in his mind. When Siam Deva was looking at the king from a distance, he appeared to be a slayer in the form of a death god. Just by having a look at Siam Deva, that fierce king became terribly angry. There, in his body emanated the flames of fire. He could not stand before Siam Deva any more. In that horrible condition, the king left the royal assembly in a bewildered state of mind and entered his palace. Visualizing the forthcoming serious event, Siam Deva got scared. For a moment, he was stricken by anxiety and the fear of death. Really speaking, nothing could have happened to Siam Deva, who had earned the grace of Guru. No harm could be inflicted on him by the king. When the angry barbarian king entered his palace, he was seized by the state-like bewilderment and he slipped into deep sleep. He lied down like a dead person, losing his body consciousness. After some time, he regained his consciousness. All of a sudden, he experienced a terrible burning sensation in his heart. The arrogant ruler rolled on the floor like a sick man. He started suffering from deadly agony. When he was drawn into a stage of unconsciousness, he was shouting loudly in a distressed tone. He was seen shouting that he was being slain by a Brahmin by chopping off his body organs. After some time, he got up from the sleep and came closer to Siam Deva and caught hold of his feet and said, Siam Deva, you are my master and I am your servant. I am no more a king now. I am your humble servant. Kindly show mercy and protect me. This is not a fit place for your stay. You shall go back to your home as early as possible. He prayed thus before him in an oppressed tone. He generously gave him presents like clothes, ornaments, coins, and bid a warm farewell. Siam Deva thus personally experienced the surpassing glory of Shri Guruji through a live example. After this incident, he had a meeting with Shri Guruji in which he prostrated before him, thereby eulogizing the greatness of Shri Guruji. He gave a detailed account of the incident that took place during his visit to that wicked king. Then Shri Guruji expressed to Sayamdeva his desire of undertaking pilgrimage to the south. After hearing the disappointing news, Sayamdeva was deeply upset and grieved too. He begged before Shri Guruji very politely with folded hands in this way: Hey Master, I cannot bear the separation of the feet of Shri Guru from me any more. I do not wish to live even for a moment without Shri Guru. What will be my fate if you are to abandon me? I shall never be separated from you. If you are determined to go, then kindly permit me to accompany you. I do not wish to lead this worldly life any more. Thus praying, he touched the feet of Shri Gurunath. To that, Guruji said, O Sayamdeva, there is no reason for you to grieve. After completing pilgrimage to the places located at southern province, I shall be back here after 15 years. That time you will have a meeting with me. Thereafter I shall be permanently staying nearby your village itself. That time you may come to me with your family members for my darshan and get engaged in my service. Thus saying, he laid his boon conferring hand on his head and blessed him for achieving prosperity in material world, eradication of sins and evils. As per the instructions of Shri Guruji, Sayamdeva stayed closer to the river Saraswati. Shri Guruji, along with his band of disciples, left that place and moving around the earth, arrived at Arogya Bhavani at Vijayanath Tirtha. He lived there for some time secretly. Then Namdharaka, who was a personification of Guru Bhakti, questioned the sage Siddha the reason as to why Shri Guruji decided to live secretly. He also wanted to know the names of those disciples who stayed with him. Here ends the 14th chapter in the most auspicious Shri Gurucharitra. Shri Gurudev Datta Shri Guru Dattatreya Arpanamastu.